Hi Libra, this is Samantha from Insights Tarot, and I'm here to give you your November general reading for 2019. It's a general read, Libra, for Sun, Moon, Rising Libras, as well as Venus. If you have Libra and Venus, you're in the right place. General means it won't resonate with all of you. Take whatever messages you can from this and leave the rest. Remember, it's a timeless read, so whenever you've been brought to watch this video, there are messages here for you. And if you want more messages than what this video has, watch your Rising, Moon, and Venus sign videos, or you can order a personalized reading. Contact information for that is below if you're interested. Otherwise, if you like the reading, like, share, and subscribe. Love having you here. I have two decks here today, Libra. I'm going to do two rows. The top row is going to be what's going on around you. And the bottom row is going to be what's going on within you. Okay? I've already meditated, prayed on, and shuffled these decks. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull what's going on around Libra right now. What's going on around Libra? That's a good start, right? Okay, so we got Gemini and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here. So you could be definitely dealing with another air sign at this time. This person could be a lover, somebody you're with now, or somebody you've been with. Okay. Let me go ahead and see what's going on inside Libra. What are they thinking about? What are your thoughts, Libra? Okay. Okay, Libra, so it looks like your focus with the Five of Pentacles for the month is on some sort of situation where you're being separated, alienated, isolated from other people or from what you want. Okay, there could be a clear division between you and children, you and a spouse or an ex. There could be definite arguments. I mean, this doesn't have to be a long-term separation, and it doesn't even have to be a physical separation. This could be mental. Okay. I do feel like this is a pattern that's been going on for a while. So if you have been separated, you've been separated for some time. It also could mean that that the person you separated from was a soulmate or somebody you had children with. Because we have children again on this card. So I'm really feeling like there's a separation and division between spouses here and children. Maybe one, the other, or both. This could also indicate family. A division somewhere between you and a family member. Somebody you've been with for a long time. That there's like a fatedness. You were meant to be together. Meant to learn these lessons together. And it's been very hard and challenging, the road you've shared with the Nine of Wands. It's been very exhausting and a lot of work. And it was, this is a big change. that created a lot of fear in you. Okay? Maybe it's a situation that does create a lot of fear. The idea of being separated from those we once cared about. Or still do, even. I do feel this is a relationship reading. It could be definitely with a lover, either now or past. I said that when I first pulled the card. It really feels like for some of you this is a past individual. Okay. So the Lover's card is, like I said, the sign of Gemini coming out. So this person could have been a Gemini, or there could be Gemini somewhere in their chart, or you could have some Gemini in your chart. It also indicates decisions needing to be made, needing to speak your mind here comes out, needing to voice yourself, stand clear and have communication. This is also a card of divorce. So like I said, it could be a past person, and you guys are having to have communications or talks, make some decisions together, okay? You know, the Queen of Swords is a air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could be definitely you needing to share your mind, or your partner has some air signs somewhere in them. Once again, I do feel like it could be two air signs that were once lovers, but no more, which is indicated by the Eight of Cups, as well as the divorce part of the Queen of Swords. That's at least for the story I'm picking up. For some of you, for some of you Libras, wow, that was a definite. So some of you definitely it's a Gemini. So Libra, I feel like you've had to make some decisions lately, and you've had to walk away, possibly from just sitting with the energy for a minute to feel it out. I feel like some of you are recently divorced or getting divorced now. If not, you're having legal dealings regarding children, parenting time, finances, indicated by the Two of Pentacles. And I do, if that's not it, I do feel like you're in conversations, or maybe all that's, and it's not, you know, going the best. I don't know that you guys, I feel like there's, you know, it's not everyday conversation, but I feel like there's a separation between you and the children. For some of you, an offer was recently given by your ex, and they gave you a choice, and you decided to walk away from that. I really feel like a lot of the conversations being had right now for many of you has to do with children, parenting, and money. Some of you might feel that you might be holding a child away from your ex, or they might be holding a child away from you. There's a clear division here between you both. Some of you was a disagreement over this matter, and you had to walk away from it. In general, I feel like if you would walk away from this ex, period, but you share children together. And that you have to have day-to-day or weekly conversations, because for many of you, the children are going back and forth between you. So there's communications, phone calls, face-to-faces, conversations that are having to be had. But it's a lot of work, and maybe there's been a recent change that's left you with some fears, Libra. Maybe they're changes that might leave you left out. Could have to do with the dwelling or the location of the children, where they're going to live. Because we do have a travel, I feel travel on both of these cards. And I feel like you would be the one being left behind. Or, you know, the child would not be with you. I think it's something that's being juggled around. The living arrangements of the children. Where are they going to live? Which household? Which city? Which state? And it will be different for different ones of you. I'm not sure that you're 100% on board with this, because this card indicates to me also that you're of two minds about this. You can see both sides, pros and cons, and you really want to speak your truth, and I think you are. You might turn your back to the situation because you're not in full agreement. Within the situation, I feel you're trying to stay balanced and fair with the Two of Cups here. It's an emotional situation, and it absolutely does have to do with a partner. You're very much trying to stay balanced and grounded, okay? Even happy. Because it's a rough new start, and it's a toxic situation, or at least it was. So, you're really trying to stay grounded and balanced in the way you think about it and approach it, okay? So your thoughts are on this relationship. It could be a relationship with your partner, or the relationship with your child, or some other family dynamic going on. But it's on your mind, and getting it grounded and balanced, because it feels out of sorts here with this Two of Pentacles. This is a card about having to juggle things around. So I feel like you could be juggling your children back and forth, or your daily situation, or the situation in general seems pretty chaotic. And I feel like you're thinking about, how do I make this more stable? Not only for myself, but for the children. Because with the general energies like this, you're trying to bring comfort and stability and groundedness to a situation where the family's separated. The family unit is separated. Mentally, Libra, we got the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Pentacles, the Tower, which also came up in here, and the 4 of Wands. So with the Tower showing up in your outer world, I do feel like there are some changes recent that have really shifted the home. Either finances, something to do with house and dwelling, parenting time, the children, how it's separated, property, something. And it's big. And it has you in an emotional, you're feeling emotionally overloaded. This is a boat about to be knocked over by a tidal wave. And maybe for some of you, I feel like your ex you might feel like he or she pushes you over. Like you're a pushover, or they see you as a pushover. Maybe there's some sign of aggression here with that wave, and you're the boat. I almost feel this is a card like there's a helpless feeling, like there's no way out. Like I'm just going to get hit by this wave, and there's nothing I can do about it. But remember, it's a 10. There's a 10 up here, and 10s indicate endings of situations, or cycles, or lessons. So you're coming through a very difficult lesson with regards to a current or a past lover. I do feel past. So you're coming to the end of a very valuable lesson with them. And it could be regarding money, children, or something even much more valuable and deep. Not that money and children aren't very valuable, because they absolutely are priceless. So with the 7 of Pentacles here, I really feel like you're trying to mend and upgrade or better your situation, Libra, at this time. I feel like there could be some improvements you're trying to make. You're trying to make something better, and it's on your mind. You're wanting to make a situation better, to balance it out, to bring harmony to it, because it's been a mess with the Tower card. Okay? You know these changes, that whatever decision you make is going to bring great changes. Or there's been a change and it's brought about some decisions. I feel like change is on your mind. And it'll be different for different ones of you. But overall, I feel like you're content. I just heard divine discontent. With the 4 of Wands, which indicates to me that the 8 of Cups is really you being able to walk away from a situation because you're looking for something better. So it brings me back to the idea that some of you are getting the divorce, and you could have initiated it, Libra. Of course, it doesn't feel like it's been a pretty proceeding, especially when it comes to dividing the assets and working on children, the parenting time. But overall, I feel like you're okay with the idea of leaving. I feel like you're just trying to make peace with the situation also, in total. That you're trying to bring a sense of balance back to your life, inwardly. And you're trying to take care of yourself as well. Because again, I feel like with this division of the children, that the children are with the other spouse or the ex. I feel like you're spending a lot more time alone than you are with your children, and it gives you time to work on yourself. Now, we could also be talking here about great changes with where the children live. And I do feel like, again, you're just very much trying to work on staying peaceful. Trying to mend and better your situation. Because the focus, you do see the change. Okay? Because I feel like inside, Libra, you do have, or did have, a great emotional storm roaring inside of you over this situation. And you're having to rein it in and bring some balance and groundedness to yourself. You're trying to calm yourself. Let me go ahead and see what any additional messages. What does Libra need to know regarding this situation? What does Libra need to know? An additional message, please. Yeah, You're healing yourself. You're in a period of definitely trying to heal from the situation at hand. I do feel like at one point you felt hopeless and helpless. There were choices to be made, and they felt much bigger than you. Because they preyed on your fears. Darkest fears. So I feel like the situation does tap in and trigger some of your fears. You're trying to heal that. And with choose your battles, you're trying to choose your battles wisely at this time with your ex. Especially regarding the children. Because I feel like you think nobody wins or loses these battles. Or maybe the children. I really feel like it's a choice not to fight because you don't see the point in doing it. Nobody really wins or loses. Overall, I feel like right now you're all about healing, mending, bringing stability and balance back to your life inwardly and outwardly. Okay, Libra? Because you are dealing with some stuff in your life that is causing you to feel triggered. Could be that you have been arguing with an ex. Or your children. And it's like, do I let them move? Or do I make them stay? Do I fight with that person or do I not fight with that person? But it's all about changes. Great changes. And, you know, we have a 7, 8, 9 progression here. Which says you're right where you need to be and you're learning the lessons you're supposed to be about some change in your life. Within a partnership and with the children. So those are your messages, Libra. I wish you the best with this situation. And I hope that these messages resonate. Comment below. Let me know how this is working out in your life. Who are you separated from? Are you divorced, getting divorced? Is this all about your children, where they live? Or is it about parenting time? Or what are the fears? What are you trying to heal? Have you recently had some big changes? Because I've noticed with the Tower card, we had some big changes. What are those big changes? Love to hear from you. Comment below. And until next time, Libra, do take care of yourself. Love and light always. Namaste.